Jeep has embedded secrets throughout the Wrangler that the overwhelming majority of owners will drive for years without ever discovering. We're talking about cleverly engineered features and heritage Easter eggs that transform how you interact with your vehicle, solving real problems you face every day. Stay with us as we reveal hidden features in the Jeep Wrangler that 99% of owners don't know about. Number 7. The Hidden Lizard. Jeep's design team has been embedding a tiny lizard graphic somewhere on nearly every Wrangler produced in recent years, and finding it has become an obsession for enthusiasts worldwide. This isn't some accidental detail, it's a deliberate Easter egg that Jeep places in different locations depending on the model year and trim level. The lizard typically measures less than an inch in size, which explains why so many owners never spot it. Some common hiding spots include the cowl near the windshield wipers molded into body panels or tucked near the hinges. But here's where it gets interesting. Jeep intentionally changes the location between model years, turning the search into a treasure hunt. Instead of mindlessly scrolling through your phone at trailheads, you could be discovering details that create a genuine connection with your vehicle. Finding that lizard creates a moment of connection with the designers who built it, and it's a conversation starter at every Jeep meet. That little lizard is Jeep's way of rewarding observant owners, transforming your Wrangler into something you'll actively engage with on a deeper level. But exterior Easter eggs are just the beginning. Jeep has hidden details inside the cabin too, and the next one is something you interact with every single time you drive. Number 6. Seatbelt silhouette stitching. Wrangler owners who inspect their seatbelts are discovering miniature silhouettes stitched directly into the fabric. These aren't random decorative elements, they're carefully designed graphics that reflect Jeep's adventurous spirit. The silhouettes typically feature iconic imagery like mountain ranges, off-road vehicles climbing obstacles, or wildlife you might encounter on the trail. Jeep rotates these designs across different model years, which means your Wrangler displays imagery that's unique to your specific production period. These are legitimate embroidered graphics, not cheap printed designs that'll fade. Consider those long weeks when your Wrangler is stuck in traffic instead of conquering trails. These seatbelt silhouettes serve as a daily reminder of why you chose a Wrangler over every other vehicle. Every time you buckle up for your morning commute, you're seeing imagery that represents the weekend adventures waiting for you. It's psychological reinforcement that maintains the emotional connection between driver and vehicle. Speaking of hidden details, the Easter eggs are great for inspiration, but there's a feature that solves a real practical problem most owners struggle with daily. Number 5. Underfloor storage. Most Wrangler owners are completely missing the legitimate storage solution that's been engineered into the floor of their vehicle from the factory. This is a dedicated underfloor storage area specifically designed to keep valuable items secure and out of sight. The configuration varies depending on your Wrangler's generation and body style. 4-door models typically feature more extensive storage compared to 2-door variants. What makes this storage particularly valuable is how it addresses one of the biggest challenges Wrangler owners face: securing items when you have removed the doors and roof. Picture yourself at a crowded trailhead with doors and roof removed. Your phone, wallet, and keys need to go somewhere, but leaving them visible in an open vehicle is asking for trouble. Underfloor storage gives you a secure location for essentials that won't be spotted by anyone walking past. You're gaining organizational space without sacrificing any visible cargo capacity, solving the constant dilemma of adventure readiness versus everyday practicality. Hidden storage is useful, but wait until you see how Jeep completely reimagined what happens when your interior gets soaked. Number 4. Drain plug system. Your Wrangler's floor is engineered with a complete drain plug system that allows you to hose out the entire interior without worrying about water damage. Most vehicles would be destroyed by this treatment, but Jeep designed the Wrangler to handle it as standard operating procedure. The drain plugs are strategically positioned throughout the floor, typically covered by rubber stoppers that most owners never notice. Once you understand that this system exists, the way you use your Wrangler changes dramatically. Got muddy boots after a trail ride? Just get in and drive. Beach trip with guaranteed sand infiltration? Pop those drain plugs, grab a hose, and wash the entire mess straight out through the floor. Anyone who's tried cleaning sand from a traditional vehicle knows that permanent grit that never disappears. The Wrangler's drain system eliminates this problem. Water pressure does the work while gravity handles removal, turning hours of tedious cleaning into a 5-minute task. But there's a deeper benefit. This system prevents water from becoming trapped in carpet padding, which would lead to mold growth, persistent odors, and rust forming on floor panels. That drainage system handles water perfectly, but there's another scenario that catches owners off guard, and Jeep engineered a backup solution most people will never know exists until they desperately need it. Number 3. Dead key fob start. For most vehicles, a dead key fob battery means you're stranded, but Wrangler owners have a backup system that'll get them on the road immediately. The problem is that this feature is buried so deep in the owner's manual that virtually nobody knows it exists. Here's how it works. Even with a completely dead key fob battery, you can still start your Wrangler by holding the fob directly against the start button. The system detects the passive RFID chip embedded in every key fob, which doesn't require battery power. This gives you the ability to start and drive normally, buying time to replace the battery at your convenience. Imagine you're at a remote trailhead after an incredible day of off-roading when you discover your fob is dead. The nearest store is 50 miles away, cell service is non-existent, and darkness is approaching. For most vehicle owners, this requires a tow truck and significant expense. But with this hidden feature, you're back on the road in seconds, turning potential disaster into a minor annoyance. What's frustrating is that Jeep doesn't advertise this capability prominently. Emergency backup systems are great, but if you think the underfloor storage was impressive, there's another hidden compartment that takes cargo organization to an entirely different level. Number 2. Hidden cargo floor compartment. Certain Wrangler configurations feature an additional hidden compartment built directly into the cargo floor that goes completely unnoticed because it's integrated so seamlessly. This isn't the same as the underfloor storage. This is a separate dedicated compartment serving a different purpose entirely. The configuration varies between 2-door and 4-door models and across trim levels. In many 4-door Wranglers, you'll find this compartment by lifting a section of the cargo floor, revealing a surprisingly deep storage well. The depth and width are perfect for tools, recovery equipment, or a portable air compressor. Here's the daily struggle. You want to be ready for spontaneous trail adventures, but you also need to haul groceries and handle mundane tasks that regular life demands. Without dedicated storage for adventure gear, you're constantly loading and unloading recovery straps. This hidden compartment solves that exact problem by giving you a designated space for permanent adventure readiness that doesn't interfere with everyday cargo needs. Your trail recovery gear stays securely stored out of sight while you handle daily errands. All these practical features show Jeep's commitment to real-world usability, but the number one hidden feature reveals something deeper about what the Wrangler truly represents. Number 1. World War II windshield silhouette. This is the Easter egg that connects every modern Wrangler owner directly to the vehicle's legendary military heritage. Hidden on your windshield is a small silhouette graphic depicting the original Willys MB Jeep that served in World War II. This isn't random nostalgia, it's Jeep's way of honoring the vehicle that started everything. The silhouette is typically etched on the windshield glass itself, positioned where it's visible once you know to look for it, but subtle enough that most owners drive past it daily without noticing. When you examine it closely, you can make out the distinctive 7-slot grille, the spare tire mounted on the back, and the overall profile that's instantly recognizable as the classic military Jeep. The Willys MB fundamentally changed how armies moved and fought, proving that small, lightweight, go-anywhere vehicles could be more valuable than large, heavily armored alternatives. After the war, returning soldiers wanted to continue the adventures they'd experienced in their military Jeeps, which directly led to the civilian CJ series and eventually evolved into the modern Wrangler. Every capability that makes your Wrangler special today, the short wheelbase for tight trails, the approach and departure angles for obstacles, the removable top for open-air freedom, all trace back to design decisions made for that original military vehicle. When you spot that silhouette, you're connecting with 80+ years of continuous evolution. That silhouette is Jeep's way of saying your modern Wrangler with its advanced technology is still, at its core, the same tough, capable vehicle that helped win a world war. From playful Easter eggs to genuinely practical solutions like drain plugs and secret storage compartments, these hidden features prove that Jeep understands Wrangler ownership goes far beyond basic transportation. Now that you know these features exist, take the time to explore your own Wrangler. You'll discover capabilities you've been paying for all along but never using. But Wrangler isn't the only Jeep model to come with these kinds of secrets. If you're more of a Gladiator guy, check out our video about the hidden features Jeep's pickup truck hides. There are many of them, and despite the shared DNA with Wrangler, they are different.